or your insulation looks like week-old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
North Dakota high school volleyball season starts to wind down as we get closer to the WDA tournament. Tonight's a big night, especially for Minot High with senior night on their home floor. But boy, do they have a tough challenge at hand. Tonight, the Legacy Sabres are in town for a West Region showdown. Good evening, volleyball fans. Welcome into tonight's Shields pregame show for this West Region volleyball matchup between the Legacy Sabres, currently right now sitting at the top of the list inside of the WDA, sitting at number 3, or in the mix of the top of the list at number 3. They come in at 19-9 overall, 12-3 in the West Region, taking on Minot High that sits 7th right now inside the conference standings. They're 11-18 overall the year and 5-10 in conference play on the year. Nick Holberg joined tonight, as always, for high school volleyball by Dr. Melissa Spelchin. Doc, great to see you.
Great to see you, Nick. I wasn't sure if I was going to make this one due to some family commitments, but they're on pause, and I am here, and I am with you and excited.
Should be a fun showdown tonight. And again, for Minot High, it just doesn't seem like things get any easier for them. They had the schedule that was sprinkled in with the top talent in the West Region throughout the season, and tonight no different with Legacy coming to town. Obviously a team like this that comes into the showdown tonight with only 3 conference losses on the year, Minot High knows they're going to get a handful tonight. What is the game plan for Minot High here tonight?
Well, you know, you said at the beginning of the broadcast here that the season is winding down. Well, this is where Minot High needs to wind it up. And I have to say, in the last few matches that I've watched them play on their home floor, I see some improvements. I really do. What they need to do is go into playoff time, or play-in time, however you called it last week, right, where they're going to be able to play 7 plays 11, or however that works, right? As they get into that part of the season and playoffs, they need to be playing their best. So what I look for from them tonight is tons of energy on senior night. Tons. And that is from themselves, and that is from getting the crowd fired up. And honestly, you do play significantly better if you have energy coming from all different sources. They have to have all aspects of their game at least playing well. But where I feel like they need to really excel would be offensively. I've thought that the offense has been spread around better the last few matches, but you're going to have your big hitters making big plays and big kills tonight. So that's where I think the difference is going to be. For Legacy, you know, as I look at the standings here, you know, similar to what we talked about last week with Jamestown, like, you know, a loss would impact them. So they kind of need to stay on a roll, and I look forward to watching them tonight and see what their strengths are. I actually have no idea. I haven't even looked at the at the stats for the players, but I will here soon. Yeah, I look forward to this matchup, and Minot High definitely would gain a whole lot with a win tonight.
Legacy right now sitting in 3rd with Bismarck High right on their heels. 1 game difference in the wins and loss column on the season. We'll take a break here on our Shields pregame show. When we come back, we're going to talk to a special guest here tonight that's receiving quite the award here at Magic City campus. It's our Shields pregame show for North Dakota High School volleyball here tonight. We'll come back, talk to Lindra Birch when we come back. It's high school volleyball here on the PSP Network.
Way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships. I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Minot High and Legacy tonight from Magic City Campus's gymnasium in a West Region showdown, and a big one here tonight. But first, as always, we have to salute some special people when special things happen. And tonight, a big salute to Linda Birch, who's going into the Officials Hall of Fame for North Dakota. We'll welcome in the official for not only tonight's matchup, but that we've seen quite often. First of all, thanks for time tonight, for some time with us here tonight. How exciting for you, and what an honor this must be.
It's a huge honor. I'm very.
There you go.
I'm very honored with this award.
Fantastic stuff. How many years have you been involved in volleyball and then officiating volleyball? It has to be quite a few.
Yes, I would say a long time ago is what I've been telling people. I'm embarrassed to tell you that I am now repping kids whose parents I officiated. So I've been officiating since 1983.
How much has volleyball changed in that amount of time? I mean, you've seen it all.
It's unreal. The caliber and the athleticism that we have today compared to looking back just even 5 years ago is unreal.
Would you say it's faster, Linda?
Very much
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Very much so.
What do you think that's a testament to be honest, in the state?
I think it's a couple of things. I think, one, we have young ladies that go to camps and they play this sport day in, day out, all season long. And we've got some coaches that know their stuff. And so it makes a big deal.
Who are some of your favorite coaches to honestly ref their teams since 1983? Like if you want to rattle off some coaches that you really appreciate, or maybe don't. Maybe some players.
The better question would be some of the ones that you absolutely hated showing up at the gym for on nights that you knew that they were going to be there.
I'm not looking at you, Linda.
I could joke about one of them that's sitting next to me. I had a chance to officiate this one at Minot State University. And, I joke that sometimes I don't remember yesterday, but I do remember our matches back in the day when this Canadian setter was playing for Minot State University. She was a little spitfire on the court. Yeah. No, we've just had some phenomenal athletes in this state, and it would be too hard to name a few, and some of them like that I don't even remember anymore. It's just been many years.
You go back to the 80s and starting this. Is there a memory that stands out to you as a best, or one that comes to mind when I ask you that?
Yeah, and Linda, you've done 26 NDH SAA volleyball state tournaments. You've done 21 Class B state tournaments. You've done 5 Class A state tournaments.
Wow.
I mean, those, and you're asked this year again, right? Like that is an honor to do.
It is very honored because you're voted in by the coaches, so that means a lot also. So I'd like to think because of that they think I maybe know my stuff and probably am consistent on my calls, that type of thing. But yeah, I've had a chance to officiate back when we had rally scoring, and I can remember going 2-3. I'd be prior to rally scoring, and we would go 2-3 rotations, and the score could be 2-0.
Yeah.
And
and you'd be reffing till midnight.
Oh, driving home at midnight because the match got over at 11:45, and then you drive home from Harvey or whatever, and then in the winter, you also drove when there was nice snowstorms and things like that. So, but yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been a huge honor to be part of it, to be part of volleyball. I was talked into it by my college coach. He said, you should ref. I would have never reffed in 100 years. And if you would have known me back then, I was quiet, I was shy. I would go home every night and almost be physically sick because what if I made a bad call? And now, nobody questions me anymore.
Well, that's because you're in the Hall of Fame. You're a Hall of Famer.
It's been a good part-time gig.
Fantastic stuff. Thanks for doing what you've done. And do you have anything more? Obviously, do you have any? This would be your chance to get some words back at Linda if you had some pent up from college.
Nick, she actually should get the words back into me. But Linda, obviously, you've been following your career a long time. You deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, and not just because of your skill level, but because you are a really wonderful human being. So thanks for all your years, and congratulations, and have a great time with your family to celebrate.
Awesome, thank you.
Hey, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. Linda Birch being inducted into the North Dakota Officials Hall of Fame. Certainly something that is pretty special. Fantastic work from That kind lady right there. Tonight, the big matchup, Legacy and Minot High. Linda Birch will be on the tower for this one here tonight with the Sabres coming in again at 19-9, 12-3 inside the conference. Minot at 11-18, 5-10 in the West region. Let's take a look now at the standings inside of the West region. These standings brought to you by our friends at Jersey Mike's Subs. Jersey Mike's, they are a sub above. And when you look at the standings coming into tonight's showdown, you see Century's number 1, still unbeaten on the season at 15-0. Jamestown's 15-2. Legacy at 12-3. Bismarck at 11-3. 9-6 for St. Mary's, kind of in the middle of the pack at number 5. Dickinson at 8-6. They currently sit at 6th. Minot at 5-10 and 7th. 4-11 for Williston at 8th. And then 3-13 for Watford City, 1-13 for Mandan, Turtle Mountain at 0-16. And we are officially down the stretch now as we approach WDA tournament time. There's a look at our volleyball standings in the West region before tonight's showdown here on the PSP Network. Melissa Spelchin back in the press box with us here. And pretty cool moment. Great idea having Linda Birch come up on the air tonight with us.
That was special. Nick, thanks for listening to me. Appreciate
Absolutely.
that, man. Look at, that St. Mary's Dickinson match stands out to me, right? Because they're 5-6. When they do the playoffs, Nick, are you familiar with how that works, or how is it top 6 that just get in, and then it's 7, 11, 8, 10, probably be 6?
I believe
top
that
5.
I believe that is correct, and maybe I could flag down Mr. Lundy on this. My 11 is going to play. 11 would play
6. It'd be 6, 11, 7, 10, and 8, 9. You'd think. Which my point is this: is that St. Mary's Dickinson match is a big match tonight. There, but looking forward to Minot High and Legacy, and Minot High is celebrating their seniors tonight. What a special moment that is! I definitely remember my high school one, and for sure remember my collegiate one.
Special night, without a doubt. We're going to send it down to the PA system with Mr. Thor Nelson for that special presentation here tonight, not only of our nation's national anthem and the singing of our anthem, Star Spangled Banner, but with also with senior night here tonight.
City campus under the direction of Lindsay Kurzman.
Our servicemen and women, God bless our veterans, God bless America. Beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem tonight, the Star Spangled Banner, brought to you by Minot High Change of Pace. That's a talented group of kids right there, isn't it?
That was gorgeous. That's one of the better anthems I've heard in a long time. Well done, kids.
Fantastic stuff here tonight from Magic City Campus's gymnasium. We're just about set for volleyball, but first, we have senior night here tonight. So all the seniors are going to be recognized here. We're actually just going to take the house audio, or maybe let's just walk along here with Thor Nelson just a bit as Kale Daring is introduced here. Man, Minot High really could have used her this year, and we talked about it from the start. Leader coming back in the kills category for Minot High, and a player that they certainly had some high hopes for. Unfortunately, a injury at the end of last year kind of sidelined her from this year. The woulda, coulda, shouldas. She's really done a nice job, though, being still a factor as a part of that team on the bench.
Says a lot about her. She is a wonderful young lady and a terrific leader. And hope to see her out maybe in track and field. She's trying to rehab to get ready for that. And I think that'd be awesome in your senior year to recover from an injury like that. Unfortunately, miss your volleyball season, but get back in it and try to produce some positivity in athletics for herself and for Minot High in track.
She's got a brother that's a pretty darn good hockey player as well, playing at Shattuck St. Mary's.
Of course you would bring up a hockey player, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Grace Sanders.
Zach is a good kid.
Without a doubt.
Zach is a good kid, too.
Grace Sanders being saluted here tonight by her peers of the fans at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Senior night's always kind of a special one. Kind of can be emotional, not only for the players, but maybe more so for mom and dad.
Absolutely, because, you know, what are you going to do after this? Who are you going to follow around, right? And some of these kids will go on to play collegiately, and hopefully they do, whether it's JUCO or 4-year or whatever. But yeah, Grace has been a really solid libero for multiple years, and that's tough to do. That's a lot of focus. And maybe even more focus than when you're playing all the way around or you're playing in the front row. So kudos to her and congratulations.
Number 8 in the WDA right now, 194 digs per match for Grace Sanders. And
awesome, so she got in there this week. That's good.
She did, yeah. And she's been working all season long to be climbing that ladder, and certainly deserves some credit for the hard work there. They recognize Emma Palmer down here from Minot High. Senior hitter for Minot High. By the way, other games in the West Region here tonight. Turtle Mountain's at Williston, Mandan's at Bismarck High, Watford City is at Century, St. Mary's at Dickinson, like you mentioned a little bit earlier on here in our Shills pregame show tonight. And then you folks are dialed in tonight to Legacy Minot High in a showdown, and what could be a good one here tonight on the PSP Network between the Sabres and Minot High.
Yeah, and I hope that Minot High comes out of the gate swinging hard. I think they need to take an early lead and hopefully win that first set. I think that would determine the trajectory of the match.
Consistency's kind of been the name of the game for Minot High, it seems, on the season, where just that lull from time to time, the lull, not just the lull itself, but what has come from that lull and the run that the other team and the opposition has been able to put on Minot High on the season really seems to be an X factor in the showdown here tonight. How much of this crowd, you mentioned it in the open here tonight, but that really has to be the X factor tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the crowd's going to be great. And I think the biggest issue for Minot High, as Sam Van Bibber is getting honored here, a middle player for Minot High, it's been a breakdown in serve receive. So and that's again a stat that I'd love to see the WDA and the state, pay attention more to, is percentage of quality passes off a serve receive, because it's such a big part of the game. If you don't get a good serve or a good pass on your serve receive, you're really kind of essentially giving a free ball back to the opposition, and that's when they crank one at you. So and that's where I've seen Minot High just struggle in when those lulls happen. So hopefully they can reduce those tonight. And again, I'm going to stand by this and say that their offense has to be stellar tonight, Minot High's.
One member of that class happens to be one of our officials tonight.
Hey.
Well, Linda Birch having a moment on the floor here tonight as she's saluted here by the fans in the gymnasium here tonight. We had the opportunity to talk to Linda earlier on here this evening.
We scooped the story, Nick.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And obviously she's still active.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, she was a regular referee for us at the collegiate level, and so she's just been a presence in volleyball gyms for obviously 17 plus 22.
It's a long time.
Oh, that's 40 years, right? That's pretty darn close to 40 years. And so, wow.
Congratulations again to Linda Birch being acknowledged here tonight.
Let's look at some of these stat leaders here, Nick. Let's see, Zoe Czar, Minot High, 6th in kills in the WDA. Anybody from Legacy there? I don't see, but I do see in Diggs with Fleckenstein. So she'll be somebody to watch, kind of like we were watching Peterson last week from Jamestown.
4.5% for her in the dig category. Sanders in that category there at the bottom at number 8, tied with Percy from Dickinson.
Yep, good for her. Legacy, we have Colby.
She's in the assist
Madison,
category.
so she must be Legacy setter. So, and that is number 6, Madison Colby.
247 assists on the season for her.
Yeah, and you know, some of that, just for your knowledge and then for the knowledge for our viewers, is that odds are pretty good that she's running a 5-1, and because Minot High runs a 6-2, your assists get spread out, right? Because you're not setting the ball as much. So I'm not surprised to not see Minot High setters in the assist category just because they run a 6-2 versus a 5-1. And then, but definitely, we have Gross and Dukeshire in service aces, so we got some big-time servers. And remember, our Minot High setters, Falcon and Duffner, are their best servers from my perspective.
That will be a factor here tonight when you've got two girls with 25 aces on the season. Well, 25 for Gross, Dukeshire with 24. Minot High server Steve's been a little suspect at times on the season. That will be a factor in tonight's showdown here tonight, I would have to assume.
Yeah, they're going to have to step up when number 8 and number 9 on Legacy are serving.
Well, the official introductions take place inside of Magic City Campus's gymnasium. We've saluted the seniors tonight, and Linda Birch. When we come back, we'll get set for our opening serve here tonight. It's the Sabres and Majets on the PSP Network.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Well, the meeting at the net here for Minot High and Legacy as they meet to say best of luck here tonight. This is going to be a showdown that has some big-time points riding on it at the top of the ladder for Legacy, in the middle of the pack for Minot High. Should be a fun showdown here tonight on the PSP Network. Again, alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelchin, I'm Nick Holberg on the call here tonight. Thanks for joining us for WDA Volleyball. Welcome in. It is showtime. Are you ready, locked and loaded, ready for this one here tonight?
I am locked and loaded, the kahuna.
Yeah.
Have you been to Legacy High School? Because it is a beautiful, beautiful facility. If the viewers haven't been there and you have a kid that's going there to play an away game, or it's your home gym and high school, it's an amazing facility. So kudos to Bismarck for building that one.
The talent in Bismarck certainly the bar right now in the West region as far as where the sights are set. You see Century in volleyball at 15-0, Legacy right there with them. Only a spot behind with Jamestown in the mix in the middle there as well. They've done a nice job across the board of the capital city. Can the Majets from Minot High tonight shut down one of the top teams in volleyball, ranked number 4, the state of North Dakota, coming into tonight? Time for our opening serve tonight, delivered by the UPS store. Located on South Broadway in the Magic City, it's the UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs. Legacy in black, Minot's in white tonight. There's a big-time kill coming. Asia Gross has her first kill of the contest.
I see Hallie Severson, maybe not. Number 3.
Back to serve was Colby. Hallie Severson in that front row right now here for Legacy.
Yeah, that was who had that previous
kill.
Yep, I'm here to help you there, Nick.
Thank you so much.
It's my job.
1-1 the score on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Let's have some fun, Nick.
Oh, for sure. Falcon served it in. Over the net it came for Severson. Back over, Minot High pushes it back.
Severson's got the ball 4 times now and 2 points.
Well, she comes into tonight with 100 kills on the season, 7.6 per match. The one that leads the way, all except for Asia Gross, who's got 118 kills on the season, averaging 9.1 per showdown here for Legacy on the season. There's a swing attempt, and the kill's good for Chelsea Krob, and Krob made no doubt about that one.
All right. Now I see Asia Gross is in the front row. So obviously they are power hitters, Gross and Severson.
Dug up from the back. Minot High's kill leaders are sent it over. Off speed it came there. Gross is just going to push this one towards the end line, and she scored. "3-2 Sabres on top." Thanks again for joining us tonight on the PSP Network. This broadcast brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Been proudly serving the Magic City and the surrounding areas since 1942. Find them online, RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com. Sabres are on a run.
Yeah, I'm looking for a good service seat pass here.
Off the net to the front row, and that serving game for Legacy, the name of it right now, as they've got themselves a 3-point lead early in set 1.
You know, and that's an interesting, there's been 2 passes that have been, relatively tight. And when the setter's coming from the back row, that's tough for her to get to. But there's a good service seat play. So if you have a good pass, Nick, honestly, you have the advantage on service seat.
Lundy's back to serve it up here for Minot High.
She's really going to need to step up offensively this match, for sure. It's a good dig.
Falcon dug it up. It went way up into the rafters. But there was a net violation, and Legacy doubles up Minot High at 6-3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, very quietly doubled them up here. Yep.
BNC Bank, by the way, your life is busy. We'll make managing your money easy. Locations in North Dakota, Arizona, and Minnesota. Visit BNCBankOnline.com, and Czar comes up with a big one.
Yeah, and I'm going to probably be repeating myself tonight, but again, good pass by Lundy, great set by Falcon, gives the hitter the opportunity to do what she wants, and Zoe cranked a ball, honestly, in the middle of the back row on Legacy's side.
Kept alive by Lundy, had to go to a knee for it.
Yeah, I was looking for some Minot High players at the net, and there were none. So I don't know where they were at. Somebody should have been at the net blocking for sure.
Big thanks tonight to Drew Carlson on the camera duties for PSP Network. I don't know what's wrong with you and Drew. I picked up a Snicker bar for each of you here tonight, and I'm the only one that had mine.
Well, hang on a sec. Did you have supper before you came in?
I did not, no.
There you go. So you've seen those commercials, right, where a person gets hangry?
Yes.
So what I'd like to challenge you with is before the end of this match, you have to pick the person that you turn into. Like if there was a commercial of you, who do you turn into when you're hangry?
Probably Bob Probert. I know that one already. This one in the front row, Gross is going to send it over.
And 3% of our viewers know who Bob Probert is, but I sure do.
Detroit
Red Wings. I mean, you talk about a fighter. Holy.
Sent to the back row. Legacy of Minot High now in a grudge match here, 7-6. Sabres are on top. You like that one, huh?
That was a good one. I was going to say Lady Gaga for me, but I don't know. Just because she has so many different personalities.
Back row from Sanders, Minot High on the attack, sent over. Dug up there, the libero had it, that was Fleckenstein.
Nice.
Big time kill coming from the front row again, and boy, she can really pound it down.
Yeah, and you can see upper body power on Asia Gross, and I love the way she attacks the ball and has so much spin when she goes for a kill. because really she can hit that ball and hit that ball so hard, and it'll land in that back line with the spin that she's got.
Blocked at the net. Set back up. Sanders free pass over. Out of the front row it comes. Big swing from Severson. Went off the hands of Minot High. Sabres score the point.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Erin McLean is getting some playing time here for Minot High. So again, kudos to Coach Gertzen for, he changes up the lineup to see what will stick, right? If you're not winning, then you try different things. A lot of coaches just stay stagnant. So he wants to win. It's obvious, right? So he's trying to find the right combination.
Not an easy thing to do, by the way, of shuffling that rotation around like that. Yeah, credit him and year number 1 doing a great job here for Minot High. Czar blocked at the net again. That might have got a little bit of the tape on the top. Comes back away down to Lundy, sends it down the line. Out of bounds it went, and the Sabres lead 10-6.
Yeah, I just feel like we're Minot High is a little lackadaisical right now. Just need a little more energy, need a little more fire when you're going up to swing, and put a ball away.
(3-1) Legacy had the win over Minot High down in Bismarck earlier on this season. Czar blocked at the net. Picked it back up, sent over. That one dropped in. Nice heads-up play. Erin McLean scored.
Yeah, kudos to likely Duffner on that play, right? Because she sends the ball outside. Outside gets blocked. She sends the ball. Next ball she gets, she's sending to the right side, and there's a big hole for McLean to hit.
Czar with a powerful serve, dug up. How about that behind the back pass, behind the no-look pass, if you will, to the far side.
Remember that one.
We will. Severson
there you go.
Sets it over. Sanders keeps it alive. Then Czar drops it over. The Minot High gems that volume. Front row it comes again. Here's Lundy. Sends it across. Dug up again. This is Gross. Boy, she had some velocity on that one, and she kills another one for the Sabres.
Yeah, she's just a powerful, powerful hitter. Minot High saw some good stuff there in that rally in terms of transition, and also saw Zoe Czar jump serve for the first time in a while. So confidence meter is up, and that's good to see.
Sanders from the back, dug it up. That one's going to go off of
the antenna.
The antenna, thank you.
Yep, so as soon as it hits the antenna, that's out of bounds. And obviously last person to touch that was a Minot High player, hence the point to Legacy.
I was going to say the net tower again. I knew that wasn't right. I was waiting for you to help me out on that one.
I'm still thinking about Bob Probert.
5-point lead here for the Sabres. That one's going to go way over towards the seats. Excellent hustle play coming there as Colby kept it alive. Here's Lundy, sends it to the back. Severson dropped it over, and that one had some momentum, some movement on it. Severson scores again.
Timeout, Minot High.
Well, Jesse Gertzen wants to talk things over. The Legacy Sabres lead 13-7 here in set number 1.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Sabres are on top of this West Region showdown tonight. Nick Holberg alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelchin on the call from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium here tonight. We want to have a special thank you to Hub International Insurance, bringing you the broadcast here tonight. Hub is the leading North American insurance brokerage. You can contact Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at Hub International Insurance for your personal and business insurance needs. 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance. And the net serve gives Minot High a point. Then the Magents back on the serving side of things.
Yeah, and Grace Sanders back to serve for Minot High.
Set up it comes here for Gross. She drops it over. That was Czar back across. Another tricky one there. The points registered, and Legacy's on the board again.
Sanders is moving really well side to side. The one thing I'm wondering is back row defense for Minot High. I'm not quite sure if the positioning is where it needs to be, because it felt like Sanders was pretty far up in the court there. Now I get that she's got to go line to line, but it should be a little bit more deeper. So I'm looking for the outsides, both outsides, back row defensive players for Minot High to be in better position.
22 service aces on the season now for Madison Colby.
Smart play by Erin McLean, because she got a kill the last time in that spot, and so she went to it again. 2 kills in the row for her. So obviously we'll see if Legacy can pick that up next time she's in the front row.
Serving for Minot High, Taylor Falcon back. She drops it in. Across the net it came. Back to Czar, and Czar had too much momentum on that ball. It's going to make its way almost out the doors here at Magic City campus, out to the concession stand.
Going to get a Snickers, that volleyball was.
You have no idea how hard it is for me to sit here and call a volleyball matchup with 2 Snicker bars just sitting right in my face here.
Oh, that is a really nice swing by Leah Walter. Leah Walter, let's see more of that tonight, huh, Nick?
Walter coming into tonight, 40 kills on the season, averaging 3.5 per match, but Walter's been somebody that, as of late, has kind of turned it on, and Lundy had an that one didn't quite make it to the net, and Sabres get their 17th point there. Fleckenstein back to serve here for Legacy.
And again, she's in the digs per game, digs category for the WDA. Fleckenstein, their libero, and she's been steady in the first 27 points that have been scored here.
Too much on the kill attempt. That one's out of play. Minot back within 6. Walter back to serve.
Nothing really with blocking thus far, so look for the teams to step some of that up. Could have used one there on Minot High side. That was a quick inside shoot with a kill by Brooklyn Brendel.
42nd kill of the season for her. That thing had some major power on it.
Well, it's for a hitter when you go up and have no block. Oh, so exciting.
Minot High is going to score points as that one lobbed over.
Seems to be a hole in the short 6 or deep 1, 2, 3 position on Legacy. Minot High's had, I would say, 4 kills with that thus far. Look for that to be either plugged up or Minot High should continue to go to it.
Clay checking in for Minot High, back to serve for the Magents, Duffner. She sends it in. We haven't seen Nwankwo yet here tonight for Minot High, somebody that got the start the last time PSP Network was in town for that showdown. Another one for Gross, and she just keeps the motor turning here. 19-12 of the BNC Bank scoreboard. Legacy on top.
Yeah, I gotta say, Gross is impressive, and nobody really has stopped her thus far. I don't even know if anybody's had a touch on a block that she's hit at. So Minot High and the coaching staff needs to start keying on her a little bit. And she's, we were talking with Linda, newly Hall of Fame official Linda Birch, at the start of the broadcast, and she talked about how the game is so different. One of the things that has really, really changed is there is way more offense that comes out of the back row. There's teams that honestly set up the back row hitter more consistently than they do the front row hitter. So that's pretty amazing to see. And Gross is one of the, definitely one of the better back row hitters that I've seen. And a lot of that has to do with the spin she puts on the ball, right? Because she can crank one, and if it's spinning, it'll still land in court.
The technique of that, how tough is that to get the spin on the ball? Big block at the net, by the way.
I don't necessarily say to you, Nick, that it's tough. I would say that you have a better chance at higher efficiency the longer you've been doing it. So if you start when you're in grade 10, it'll be tougher to do than if you started when you're in grade 7, that style of attack. But everybody really, every hitter that goes up and hits it really wants to flick their wrist at the top of their contact and have spin on the ball. Some just do it better than others. And Gross is definitely one of them, and Zoe Zar on Minot High's side plays a lot in terms of her attack and her serving with spin on the ball.
Set to cross again. That one towered way up towards the rafters, kept alive, but a free pass coming here from Minot back over to Legacy. Excuse me.
Good rally there.
Severson across and Minot High player down.
Van Bibber, I think, rolled an ankle there.
Was Samantha Van Bibber. She's going to make her way over to the sideline. She looks to be all right. Hopefully she is.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes when you just tweak it a little bit, it's almost a little bit more shocking than it is hurting. But hopefully she gets over there and gets checked, and you can see she's in some pain, so hopefully she's all right.
Yes.
Nwankwo's in. I don't know if you saw that, Nick. Nwankwo came in for Van Bibber. And she could be a spark. We'll see. It just feels like there's a, like it's, again, a little lackadaisical, honestly, on both sides.
21-14, Legacy on top of this one. It is senior night, set number 1 here tonight to the PSP Network. Thanks again for joining us here for the showdown tonight. That one tipped over the net. How about that play? Crom's going to score that one.
Yeah, I'm going to give some credit to the Legacy setter, and it looks like they are running a 6-2. Or maybe they mix up a couple positions where number 8, Reese Duxer, does some setting. But that was a really nice set by her. And going back a play here, everybody. She was moving backwards and had to run an inside shoot, and she got that ball where she needed to get it. So nice job by her.
Falcon back into serve here from Minot High. 22-15. Sabres are on top in this best of 5 here tonight. Uh-oh, that one handcuffed Gross. Minot High score.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen a play like that in a while. That was kind of an odd one, right? I mean, I've had it happen, and it is, as a setter, it's I would say, concerning when the ball goes through your hands.
Sabres on the attack again. That swing went into the net from Duxer. Minot High's not out of it yet, 22-17. And that student section starts to come alive.
Yeah, I'd put the pedal down, Minot High. You have a shot here. They're opening the door a little bit.
17 service aces on the season for Falcon.
Free ball.
Doesn't get one there, but the setup comes here for Minot High. It's Lundy on the swing, sent over. The kills there, and Avery Lundy scored.
Yeah, and I like that little off-speed shot by Lundy and more cross-court than deep to the position 5, right? Like more cross-court to the position 4. And I can draw out the positions for you. Nick, I just realized he's probably like, what are these numbers that you're talking about?
Our good friend Holly Johnson was giving me the rundown last year.
Was she?
And I was sitting here thinking, I told her, I thought you just had to hit it within 3 times and get it back over. I didn't realize there was all this extra stuff.
Yeah, I'm having coffee with Holly in the morning, so we'll get a good laugh out of it. So I'm going to draw the court out for you here so you understand what I'm saying.
23-18, Sabres are on top. Back to serve here for Legacy. Severson sends that one deep. Minot High still hanging in.
Right, so typically the server, you don't nowadays, there's a change in volleyball, right? You can go, the server can serve anywhere on the back line.
That one's going to drop in off the net. Minot High scores. They're back within 3 here in set number 1.
Yeah, if they get another point here, I'd look for Legacy to call a timeout.
Lundy to serve.
Good pass. There's a big dig right there by Lundy. Hey! That is the best defensive transition I've seen Minot High do in a while.
23-21, Legacy on top, but here come the Magents. Lundy's back to serve it up here for Minot High. Drops that in, Gross gets it back, fires it down, she scores.
I saw the Legacy setter touch the net a little bit, but I actually think, and I would probably ask referee Girding and Birch, if it's incidental, maybe it's not called anymore.
Serve Pro set point here in set number 1. Minot High is going to stay alive, however.
So, and I've been saying kind of the whole, at least set thus far, is that whole 6, right? So this is the 6th position, but it seems there's a big hole on Legacy here. That Minot High keeps hitting.
Off the net it went again, kept alive. Minot High back within 1 here in set number 1. And here come the Magents in the late portions of this opening set here tonight, 24-23. We're on a Serve Pro set point. Minot High looking to see if they could tie things up. You must win by 2 of the best to 25 here tonight. And then Gross comes up and just power bombs that one home. She's got the kill in set number 1. The victory belongs to the Sabres because Gross made no doubt about it.
Yeah, and it was 25-23, just so you know, Nick. But for those of you who have played during the time that I played collegiately, she reminds me of Jackie Passan, who was a hitter from Manitoba that played at Valley City. I mean, she is just built strong, and she swings the same way. So really impressive first set by Asia Gross for Bismarck Legacy. She's the difference maker right now, flat out.
1-0 on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sabres are atop in this one. This is a showdown here on the PSP Network that will go 5 sets here tonight, only if needed. It's a best of 3, and right now it's the Sabres that have the advantage after 1. It's high school volleyball on the PSP Network.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sabres are on top of the Minot High Magents here tonight. This is a West Region showdown brought to you by our friends at Planet Pizza. They've been proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Call and order now at 852-1700. It's Planet Pizza. We truly are out of this world, alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelch, and I'm Nick Holberg. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We're underway for the second set. Any major corrections for either team after set 1 here tonight, Doc?
Well, I would say this. Even though Legacy won the set, Minot High has the momentum for sure. And I just saw another good play by Lundy. She's hitting out of the front row. and she hit a ball sharp cross court. I think that's a coaching move and coaching decision to tell her to do that. So I give Coach Gertzen credit there. Legacy's got to button up position 6. I mean, again, there was probably 8 kills to position 6 for Minot High, so they need to button that up. So those would be the changes. And I don't know, Minot High. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's times where they don't realize that they're good. Does that make any sense? Like, you need to realize, like, you guys can play. So, like, keep the momentum going. And when you get a kill, let's string some things together.
One of their issues on the season for sure is keeping that rally alive and carrying that momentum for long portions of a match. Not only inside the set, but just in the match itself. They have a 3-1 lead here, however, here in set number 2, trailing 1-0.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on the Minot High front row here, which is Czar, Walter, and Palmer. Let's see what they do in their 3 rotations together, or 2, or at least this one. One thing I wanted to ask you, Nick, looking at the statistical categories and kills, like, where is Gross in them? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Yeah, on the season.
She's getting the ball, honestly. I feel like in set 1 and now, she's had the ball 70% of the time. So that means she's gonna lead in kills. So I'm kind of surprised she's not in the WDA in kills per match.
13 matches played on the season, but yeah, with 118 coming into tonight, not on that top 10 list. The tops inside the conference, Anderson from Bismarck High with 196. Percy from Dickinson with 190 coming into this week of high school volleyball in the West region. Yeah, Gross has been impressive tonight.
Yeah, so I'm a little surprised. I'd love to talk to the statistician or at least the coaches of Legacy and say, I'm confused. She gets the ball 70% of the time. How is she not in the kills and the WDA? Just so the viewers know, and Nick, that you might have not seen, there was a kill for Minot High. It resulted in a kill. But again, that 6 spot seems to be open on Legacy, so look for Minot High to continue to hit it.
4-point lead for the Magents at 6-2. Dropped into play there from Minot High's Walter.
Free ball. See what Minot High does with this.
On a tee for Czar, blocked at the net. The ups from the front row from the Sabres. Dug up there from Brendel. Tipped over, that one's gonna score for a point for the Sabres. They're back within 3.
Yeah, a little dump by the Legacy setter. We got a hand on it, so the hole isn't too big. Minot High got a handle on it.
6-3. Sabres are on top. Gross back to serve. She'll send this one in for a service ace.
Yeah, that ball was way in.
25 aces on the year coming into tonight. You can add another one to her name. Has another opportunity here. Jump serve dug up by Lundy. Punched over there from Palmer. And punched back across the net. How about that tricky little play coming there that lands for another kill for Madison Colby.
Minot High needs to look to get a little bit more creative and a higher percentage play in terms of their offense here. Like that one.
Czar got up, fingertips from the front row.
Nice set.
Sent back over, but too much on the kill attempt coming there from Colby. And Minot leads by 2 at 7-5.
Yeah, that was a nice set, and the setter, Dukeshire, set up the other setter, the right side player, and she had no block and just hit that one long. Oops, that's what you say there. Duffner back to serve for Minot High. Service into the net. 7-6 for the Magets, so they've lost a little bit momentum here. Back to serve for Legacy is Brooklyn Sand.
5'5" junior to put this one into play. Punched over again. Czar's going to send it to her back row. Free pass over again here from Minot High. Blocked at the net from Czar.
Yeah. Nice play by Czar there. I mean, you know, she might be the shortest person on the floor, but she got up and got a solo block there that resulted in a point, so good for her.
Czar's jump serve. Drops in. It's a powerful serve coming there from Czar.
And look what it resulted in, a free ball.
Kill attempt down for McLean. Nice dig as it's brought back up. Free pass again. Minot high on the attack. Nwankwo sends it over. Comes to the near side. Tipped over from Severson.
I might have dumped that ball as a setter.
Trying to go deep was Gross. Taken by Czar to the back corner. Miscue there from the Sabres. Minot's got themselves a 3-point lead at 9-6. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought point for Minot High. They should get some confidence off of that play and that win, that point win.
Ball dropped in from Czar.
Another free ball off of Czar's serve.
They look for Nwankwo. Oh, she got up and pounded that one down big time.
Okay, so when you time a slide properly, that's what it looks like. Plus, Nwankwo has a vertical twice that of any other player on the floor right now. That was incredible, and that was the play of, well, I mean, unless,
I'm with you.
I'm a little speechless. Because I've seen a lot of slides done, right? But again, she timed that so perfectly. She literally hit the ball straight down, Nick. That was cool.
Asia Gross had the reaction that said it all, too, didn't she?
Well, I don't know. I kind of jumped up and looked at you. I guess I should have looked at the players, but wow.
Gross took that.
Oh, she took that one in the teeth, or where'd she take it?
Kind of in the belly, it looked like to me. She looked right over at the Legacy bench and just had a smile on her face as if to say, wow.
Well, there's nothing I could do there.
Where did that come from? That one had too much on it on the play. It went, and now it's 12-7. Minot High has momentum. They've got command of set number 2 here. Trailing 1 set to none. They bring in Sanders to serve it in, and she drops it across the net. They go back here to Gross, and Gross from the back row had some power on him.
Nice set.
Sanders didn't have much she could do on that one. She just put the arms up.
Beauty set by Madison Colby. Sorry for interrupting you,
No,
Nick.
that's okay.
Yeah, wow.
Dukeshire had the kill there, 100th kill of the season.
Ooh. Good serve. I would have thought that ball was going out too, so good serve.
Another service ace here for the Sabres. That time it was Hallie Severson.
Yeah, that one might have been going out too, but you don't want to miss 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's exactly
yeah, you know,
right.
so you really have to think that it's staying in.
Chelsea Crom comes up with a kill.
Yeah, we haven't said her name yet.
Pretty quiet at set number 1 for Crom from the front row.
Well, when she's in the same front row set as Gross, you know who's going to get the ball.
Blocked at the net, and getting up and putting that down was Leah Walter. 13-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, Leah Walter, a sophomore, so grade 10. She's had a couple moments already tonight. Walter and McLean, so a couple part-time players that are making a difference here.
Here's Gross. She gets up and puts that down. Came right back, a free pass over after the dig from Sanders.
Yeah, and beauty dig from Sanders.
Crom across. That time Crom gets a kill. Well, you mentioned this in the matchup with Century about how good teams, and you mentioned it with Jamestown as well. Century, Jamestown, and Legacy are the top 3 inside the conference. And you can really see that that statement you made on both of those teams is true, that good teams just have a way about them of never letting you get too far out in front, no matter if you do get a set victory on them or not. They just have a way to find the points.
Yeah, and when you win consistently, then you know what to do when you're down. And that's where Minot High struggles a little bit, is that they haven't won enough especially in tight matches or against bigger teams in terms of the stats categories. And once they start doing that, then when you're put in positions that are a bit of a struggle, then you know how to get yourself back to try to get the W.
Ball sent over. Missed what the call was there, but it's Legacy's point.
The ball was hit on the outside of the, what did you call that, the high tower?
Well, the antenna. It's the antenna, just to
high
correct
tower, wasn't
you.
that Police Academy? I'm putting an age on myself. Nice block. Again, we haven't seen a whole lot of blocking, so nice job by Palmer and Walter. And they got a little aggressive there in terms of hitting the net.
Net violation, 15-13. Magents are on top, but here come the Sabres. By the way, Northern Plains Heating and Air, with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts, is your only choice for your heating and air game. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air in the capital city. Find them online, northern-plains.com. Well, a little bit of a dogfight starting to brew here at set number 2 tonight, with Legacy leading 1 set to none in our best of 5 showdown in West Region Volleyball tonight. Big time swing. That one's going to go all the way up into the rafters. Lundy keeps it alive. Here comes a free pass. Sent over. The free pass goes on the bounce, so the Sabres are back within 1. And Minot High needs and wants and takes a timeout here.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, Legacy, even in that first set when they were falling behind, they were up 22-17, 23-18, somewhere there. And Minot High was crawling back. The coaches still don't call a timeout, so what does that say?
Confidence.
Lots of trust in your players. That's pretty cool.
15-14, Minot's on top. Sabres are on the move. They've got a 1-0 lead here in the match. It's high school volleyball on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, we come back on a Dukeshire serve from the Sabres, and the rally is on now as it's going to be sent over. Did that catch a finger from Minot High? No, it did not. Points belong to the Magents.
Yeah, and this is where teams, you see character in teams is in the last 10 points of a set, and so we'll see with a very close score what happens in set 2. Obviously, Minot High would love to tie it up. Oh.
Net violation here. Minot High now leads by 3 at 17-14. Busy week. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask you how your golf game is. You're going to get out in the next, there's 2 days here of like decently warm weather. I have a tee time tomorrow, so I'm looking to take advantage of the next 2 days in North Dakota in October.
The self-reflection day on the golf course.
Self-assessment.
Self-assessment day.
Gross back to serve for Legacy, down 2 points.
Well, I would like to, but we're on our way to Fargo and West Fargo on Thursday night for Minot High football. A big matchup on the PSP Network. I'll have the call of that one. How about the kill there? Came right to the front, and Brendel just tapped that one down. That was like a gimme putt right there in golf.
Yeah, just need to see better footwork for the defensive player for Minot High there. Instead of reaching, right, move your feet and get in front of that ball.
That one towers up. Saturday, by the way, more high school football. It's playoff time at 11B. Velva hosts Bowman County. I'll have the call of that one as well, as the kill is there as it's sent over by Hallie Severson. And the Sabres have tied it now at 17.
You're all over the place.
Yeah, it's a busy
Next
week.
Couple of weeks.
For the PSP Network coming up.
Surprised you remember my name.
Be lucky to try to get out there to be able to swing the clubs maybe one of these days. I'd like to do that before the weather really sets in.
Yeah. Yeah. And when it sets in, it's really setting in. The Farmer's Almanac is saying that this is going to be a rough one, Nick.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know. Do you believe those things? No. Don't you live on a farm?
My grandma used to keep a pretty good diary every day of what the weather would do, and she knew when it was going to rain and snow and all that sort of good stuff. That one's going to be sent back over. Points
that was a
there.
Nice serve by Duffner, and Minot High got what they wanted. They just couldn't execute and play defense on that play. So, but we got a tight one here, Nick. 18-18, set 2. Who gets to 25 first?
Well, it would be big for Minot High to do so, trailing 1-0 right now. It's Legacy on top of this one. That one goes all the way up.
Still play that. Yeah, there we go.
Off the backboard, the basketball hoop. Bounced around up there about 3 times.
Have you ever seen Plinko? And, we got some defense happening.
Points on a premium here in this rally now as it's sent over. There's the kill. Severson bangs it home.
Yeah, and so right there is a play that kind of says why Legacy is 12-3, right? You see that the other team is struggling, but they're fighting hard on defense. You just get up there and you put a ball down.
On a tee here, blocked at the net, kept alive. How about that play? Sent over.
We had a player hit that ball twice.
Minot High fans
They
at
couldn't
the bench.
see it. The refs couldn't see it.
Dropped in, points are there, and that's going to bring the Minot High fans to volume a bit.
and Crom's like, her face even gave it away that she hit it twice, back to back. But hey, you just keep on playing, Nick.
That's why we love sports.
Right.
How about Linda Birch going into the Hall of Fame?
Isn't that amazing?
Minot High student section just gave her a friendly round of applause. The Boo Birds were up for a moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were giving her a friendly one there because I think they thought she should have called that double hit. But honestly, even though I was really difficult on referees in my playing days, I have to say, now looking at it from here, you can't see everything, even with 2 people.
Big serve from Czar again. Even bigger kill there for the Sabres as Crom puts it home.
See, so they pull away. They got, Legacy now has a 2-point lead. See what Minot High can respond with.
21-19 with a 1-0 advantage here in the showdown tonight. Sanders from the back, set it up. Here's the swing. That one had too much on it coming from McLean. Legacy 3 points away from going up 2-0 here.
And remember it was just 18-18.
Sabres have the foot on the gas as Colby sends it in. Here's Lundy on the other side. Colby correct that, make it libero. The back was the one that dug it up. That one just missed.
Yep. Minot High got lucky there with a hitting error by Legacy. If they're going to go, they got to go right now. Minot High.
Corner has been turned by both teams, but it's Legacy that's got the 2-point lead. Big block at the net from Lundy. Severson with the kill attempt. Then it's just spun over there from Dukeshire. Other side for the Magents. It's McLean sends it in for a score.
Yeah, there's that nice spot. She just has a little off-speed shot to that hole 6. Nice job by McLean.
Crunch time now with this one. Crom sends that one in for the point. Well, a little bit quiet here tonight from time to time for the 6'1 senior, but when they've needed her to be the loudest, she certainly has banged on that drum, hasn't she?
Yeah, and that was a nice inside shoot. So she just stepped out as the middle player and took a ball in between power and middle. A quick one, and had a nice kill.
Ball's tipped over, kept alive here. Lundy sends it in, goes cross court and scores.
Yep. That's been a nice shot for the power hitters for Minot High all night. Thus far, at least.
23-22.
Critical points here for both teams.
Set number 1 was 25-23 Legacy. Back to serve for Minot High, Taylor Falcon. 17 aces on the season, one of the steadier servers from the back. Big time kill coming there from Gross, and Sanders dug it up. And tipped over the net. Crom's got another one. Maybe not as dramatic as that kill attempt from Gross on the highlight reel, but it does the same thing, and it gets to 24. It sends us into our Serve Pro set point.
Yeah, for, volleyball lovers and longtime players of the game, you love the big kill, but you also love a smart ball that's placed that nobody can get a hand to.
Legacy goes up 2 sets to none at 25-22. Sabres moving and grooving a bit here tonight. They traveled well tonight into the Magic City also. A lot to be proud of here. Time for that Snickers bar as we go to our Premier Chiropractic set break. Legacy's on top by a pair here tonight.
You'd think Snickers sponsors us.
2 sets to none on the PSP Network and the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Set 3 comes up next.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
2-0 on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. Legacy on top of Minot High here tonight. We enter set number 3 that's brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Find out how at Prestwich Orthodontics online at minotbraces.com or give them a call at 852-2646. Prestwich Orthodontics brings you set number 3 here tonight. Nick Holberg alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelch. And any major corrections after set number 2 that you could see either team making here tonight? Or that they need to make?
I just wish there were some players on the Minot High side that when the game is tight, they know what to do, right? Again, they just haven't won enough to be able to just take games and sets like that and take them on their shoulders and essentially like push through. Yet, if you notice, Legacy doesn't panic. They didn't panic at all. So pretty special. From set 1 to set 2 to set 3 here, that whole 6 is still open for Legacy. I think what needs to happen is Minot High maybe needs to start getting more touches on the block, right? And trying to slow down Gross a little bit. Gross and Crom has started to come alive. I really didn't find her at all in set 1. But set 2, it was pretty special.
Yeah, Gross certainly has a howitzer of a kill.
Yeah, howitzer. Do you want to explain to the listeners the howitzer? In case somebody doesn't know. Like maybe you're...
It's like a missile. It's like a military.
Like maybe like you're the person sitting next to you that's been commentating with you for a few matches and you keep saying howitzer and I'm like, I don't know. But I also know, do you think that Prestwich Orthodontics gives out Snickers bars at their front?
I would doubt it.
Right. Well, it'd actually be job security.
It'd be job security. They were delicious, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Premier Chiropractic set break, if you will. Premier Chiropractic in the Magic City, focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas. The most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. It's Premier Chiropractic. You ready for this?
Sure.
A howitzer is a long-ranged weapon falling between a cannon, which fires shells in flat trajectories, and a mortar, which fires at high angles of ascent.
Okay, now I understand why you're calling some kills a howitzer. Okay. Yay for me and yay for all the viewers.
We sure appreciate y'all for joining us here tonight from the Magic City campus, Jim. That one's got too much on the service attempt.
It's funny, Severson's gone a little quiet and Crom has stepped up. But if you watch, obviously the mainstay here throughout the whole match thus far for Legacy is Gross. She's a special player.
Here she is here. And another kill to her resume tonight. Legacy looking to make quick work of Minot here on their senior night. They need one more set victory. Got a 3-2 lead right now, Minot High. How crucial is it for the Majettes? Just for a mentality stake, even if they don't get a match win here tonight, but to come
get
away.
A set?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, Legacy's giving them opportunities, right? They're missing serves and in critical spots, right? They give them a lead, but again, when it comes to the end, Legacy figures out a way to win and Minot High doesn't. And I noticed that with Jamestown and I noticed that with Century. And so Minot High just has got to try to, and that just comes with more and more play and honestly more and more practice. If your practices are intense, right? And in certain moments like that, you have scenarios where you're putting the kids in terms of points. And what are you going to do with that ball? Muscle memory kind of thing, right? So just, you know, similar to your golf game, right? Like what are you going to do when you need to make a shot?
Have somebody else shoot it for me is usually what I do, but 5-3.
Pay somebody.
Celebrity shot time. 5-3 Sabres are on top, making it 6-3
Who is
now.
that usually? Should we just slide this one into Planet Pizza? And
Yeah.
It's Tony Mueller.
That's
Tony
exactly right.
Mueller is the guy that you get to hit the shot for you.
If we wanted to land on the green or anywhere near. Service attempt misses. By the way,
so there's been honestly there's 10 points that are scored in set 3, and I think Legacy's missed 3 serves.
Planet Pizza, by the way, brings you the showdown tonight. 852-1700. Planet Pizza truly is out of this world. Try their stuffed breadsticks or their chicken wings at Planet Pizza. You won't be disappointed.
A serve. Not sure. That might be the first of the match for Minot High.
I believe it is, as Mackenzie Duffner sent it across to score.
Maybe the first that is landed with nobody touching it.
Here's Gross.
Nice dig.
Nwankwo sends it across, and Nwankwo is going to score.
She's almost surprised that ball went in and it had plenty of space. With a hitter like that, when you have a hitter that has a huge vertical, this might sound silly. You can't just toss anything up, right? She has to get that ball. The setter has to put that ball in the right spot for her and definitely have the ball high enough if she's going to do a normal approach. And that's why that timing of that play, that will likely be the move of the game. I don't even know if there's anything that's come close to that since the pancake really. When she ran that slide, the timing was so great. That was what was special about that play. But for a hitter like Nwankwo, you have to have that ball in the right spot.
Czar's got herself a kill as that one goes way up into the rafters. Minot leads 8-6.
I'm looking for Zoe to make a statement here in set 3. I'd like to see her put the team on her back.
One of the top swings inside of the West region is Czar. That one falls outside the line, and Minot takes a 9-6 advantage.
Great. And if you watch body language, right, like what I'd look for from Minot High is like a sense of urgency. I know it's early in this set, but you're down 2, right? Push, 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 and get a 9-point lead somewhere there.
Leads at 4 for them right now at 10-6.
Legacy, I'd look for the setter to do a dump here.
Ball sent out of play there on the service error, and it's 10-7. Legacy's got the ball, and now Gross is going to go back to the service line here for the Sabres. "25 service aces on the season for Gross coming into tonight."
Little jump float serve. It's got a little bit of spin on it, but not much.
Nwankwo goes up, hammered it just wide of the inline.
And Minot High got lucky there because there was a net violation by Legacy.
11-7, Minot High takes the lead. Sometimes
the volleyball gods show up.
Yes.
For you on your side.
Minot High looking to see if they can extend it here tonight.
Hitting her.
They've got some momentum now. 5-point advantage here for the Magents at 12-7.
Did you play any volleyball ever, Nick? Have you ever?
I don't recall that I ever, at the lake, the sand volleyball stuff.
Drinking all the water you could. Right?
Usually.
Water, beach volleyball, yep. Timeout, hey, Legacy.
While the Legacy Sabres and Jennifer Astle take a timeout here, their first timeout of set number 3. Minot High's in the driver's seat, 13-7. They lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's high school volleyball on the PSP Network.
Whether you need wealth management, wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Well, we're back to action at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. And the Sabres score a point as we return. 13-8, Magents are on top, but the Sabres have the service back.
And a good rally there. Nwankwo hit one out.
Into serve
for the
here
legacy
for
point.
The Sabres is Brooklyn Sand, the 5'5 junior. Again, big week this week on the PSP Network. High school volleyball tonight. Doubleheader on Thursday night. You heard it right. Thursday night, the doubleheader. High school football. It's Bismarck and Century at the Bowl. We'll also have Minot at West Fargo. Saturday, a doubleheader of high school football. 9-man playoffs start on Saturday as well. New Salem Almont will host Henninger County. We'll have the call and the video of that playoff matchup, and Velva taking on Bowman County as well. Big kill on the near side as Allie Severson pounded that one to the floor.
New Salem Almont.
The Holsteins.
Oh. Is it a farming area by chance?
That's when you drive on Interstate 94, you know, the giant
Oh,
cow
the giant cow.
Yeah.
Well, as a farm kid, those things stand out for me.
Big time kill there. Standing out is Madison Colby on that play as she's going to pull the Sabres back within 2.
Yeah, and I think it was 13-7. I think that was the lead. So Legacy is on a 4-point run.
They look for more right now, but it's
good pass.
Going to be set up here, tipped over by Lundy. Severson.
We got lucky there.
Got up and sent it out of play. 14-11, Minot High on top. Tonight's broadcast, again, brought to you in part by our friends at Hub International Insurance. You call Josh Cattell or Michael Borman today at 355-3100. Hub International Insurance, the leading North American insurance broker. Hub International Insurance. Lundy with a kill.
Yeah, smart play there. That was a shoot. Kind of a baby inside shoot. It wasn't all the way inside, and she did a nice job. Tim kill.
Grace
ace.
Sanders with an ace.
Senior Grace Sanders with an ace. Service ace. Good for her.
Then she got bit by the top of the net. Legacy scores the point. There can't be anything more frustrating than that, can there?
Well, you know, what she tried to do there is she tried to hit the same serve, and it just kind of caught the top of the tape. So.
Well, some timing off on that one, as trying to go up after it for Minot High was Walter. Sabres score the point. They get the service back, and they go with Madison Colby.
Look for a big service save here from Minot High.
Colby drops it in. Set up, here's Lundy.
She was coming sharp cross court again. That seems to be her play tonight, but she powered through the block for a point. Nick Hallberg back to serve for Minot High. One of their better servers, Taylor Falk, and she's been consistent with a jump float serve all year long.
She does it here as well and drops it in. Caused some trouble there on the receive from Dukeshire. Free pass over.
Free ball. What are you going to do?
Walter's going to hammer it home. She puts that one off the fingertips of Crom on the front row. Minot's got a 5-point lead at 18-13. Here it's set number 3.
Getting subbed in, Brooklyn Felkley. I don't think have we seen her tonight?
I don't believe we have.
So just looking for a momentum shift, the Legacy coaches, so good sub.
Blocked at the net. Net violation on the Sabres. Minot High looking for a set victory here tonight at 19-13. They certainly have all the momentum needed to do so right now.
Yeah, Nick, they really need to put the pedal down. No mercy here to make a statement, right?
Here's Lundy, sends it over. Gross kept it alive. Sent over the net from Dukeshire.
Yeah, nice set by Colby, but the hitter wasn't ready on the right side.
Tipped across, scoring there. Dukeshire puts that one down for the point. Or maybe it was Felkley that scored.
I think it was Felkley. Just subbed in, yep.
5 points the difference.
Just need a serve receive pass.
Sanders has to free pass it over. On the attack come the Sabres. Here's Gross, sends that one off the hands of Lundy all the way over the far corner of the gymnasium. That one was motoring again.
That was a howitzer. Is that a nice time to say it, or am
I think so.
I got to come up with my own missile.
Seems like any time she's swung at it here tonight, that thing has been
hot,
carrying some major heat.
I'm gonna come up with something. I'll be in Canada for a couple days, and so I'm gonna find a word to compete with you, Nick.
Dropped over the net. Gross with some finesse that time. Dropped it in. Well, there's no guarantees I won't steal it from you.
Well, you can, because you've given me this great opportunity to hang out with you and call volleyball matches and whatever else we do in the future. It's going to be fun. I'm having a blast.
19-16, Minot High's on top. But it's Legacy that all of a sudden is right in the Magent kitchen, down by 2. Timeout on the court, we'll do the same thing. Minot leads, but it's Legacy that's got all the momentum in the world right now. It's high school volleyball on the PSP Network.
Fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Timeout from Minot High after Legacy's turned the motor on here in set number 3, looking for the sweep tonight.
Yeah, and they're on a 5-point run. And there just seems to be some similarities in sets here. You know, Minot High, don't be afraid to swing away, right? It seems they're tentative. They're hesitant, right? Nobody hits the floor. Things just seem to stop. And he's calling it back-to-back timeouts. Wow.
Well, Jesse Gertson, the head coach of the Minot Magents, wants to talk things over. We'll take the opportunity to recognize our sponsors as well. Legacy ties it at 19 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard here in set number 3.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Well, if you're just joining us tonight, joined us at a pretty intense time of the match. Legacy comes back to take the lead here in set number 3, 20-19. They also have a 2-sets-to-none advantage. They've got the momentum right now as they turn the corner at 20. They have another block at the net, and now it's 21-19. And do you have it written down how many unanswered this is here for the Sabres?
This is 8-0. This is an 8-0 run.
8-0 run here in set number 3. They lead 21-19. Miscommunication all over the floor, it looks like, for the Magents. Gross comes over, hammers that one across. Into the net it goes. And it's 22-19. Sabres with the advantage. 9-0 run here for Legacy. They're in the polls right now, in the volleyball poll across the state of North Dakota, ranked number 4. Currently sit number 3 in the West region. And with a record of 12 wins and 3 losses on the year, you know that the 2 in front of them obviously are pretty darn good. Century unbeaten, and Jamestown right there in the mix as well.
Give Legacy credit. I mean, in this 8-0 run, now 9-0 run, not only are they playing great offense, and you just saw that from Reese Ducher with a big kill. I mean, they're blocking the ball.
Legacy can almost taste victory, number 13 in the conference here tonight. Bennett in for Minot High. She'll stop the bleeding for the Magents. She has the kill.
Give her credit. She comes off the bench freezing cold. Not just cold, but freezing cold. And the first ball she gets a kill.
Lundy to drop it in.
Good serve by Lundy. Free ball.
Pushed over, now Minot high, and Sanders sent it up here. Here's Czar, blocked at the net, kept alive. Sabres score the point, it's 24-20.
Yeah, Legacy, got to give them some credit. They've keyed in on Czar tonight. Czar's been quiet. Much of that has to do with the Legacy block.
Serve pro set point, 24-20. This is the match point as well. Sabres look to see if they can end it here tonight for a victory in the Magic City on Minot High senior night. Czar at the net, blocked by the Sabres, comes back to Czar, sends it to the back corner, kept alive. Here's Gross, can she kill it? Not yet. Sent alive, now Czar's got it here, sends it back over, comes back away now. Sent to the far corner again, kept alive. Minot High is going to fall tonight as the Sabres come unglued here in the third set and win 25-20 here on the PSP Network. How about the Sabres tonight?
Yeah, tons of credit to Legacy. They were down 19-13. That's almost like I was looking at you, Nick, going, oh, we're going to set 4. I get to hang out with you a little bit more. Finish my Snickers bar. And they came alive with good serving, good blocking, and then timely kills. That's really a backbreaker for Minot High.
12-1 run to end set number 3 tonight, if that is correct.
Yep, you're right.
What a showdown that was here tonight. Let's head to our planning team, financial advisors and Shots Crossroad postgame. Tonight we'll have our player of the game to join us. We'll do that when we return here to Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Sabres prevail tonight. They pick up another West Region victory. Let's go to our postgame show.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Final score 3-0 in girls high school volleyball tonight. It's Legacy that downs Minot High in the showdown at Magic City Campus's gymnasium here tonight. Welcome into our postgame show brought to you by our friends at Schatz Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors. Schatz Crossroads, home to the famous number 99. You can order online at schatzcrossroads.com. You can pick it up. It will be ready for you at Schatz Crossroads on the 2 and 52 bypass on the east side of Minot. Team buses are always welcome. And Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner planning for farm or business extension, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit planningteam.com. We're going to hop right into our player interview here tonight, so we can let you make your way to the bus here tonight. No big question that one of our stars of this matchup tonight was Asia Gross from Legacy. First things first, does your arm get tired when you swing that hard all night long like that?
No, it's pretty warm from warm-up, so that's really good. We practice swinging and practice all the time, so that's good too.
You seem to really be moving here tonight and playing well. Talk about how big a win is for your team here tonight.
This is a really big momentum mover because tomorrow we are playing BHS, and that is a big competition for us. So it's going to be a good game tomorrow, and it was a good game today too.
Now, you're playing BHS tomorrow night. What is the crowd going to be like? Like when you're obviously in the same city, you get a ton of people there.
Yep.
What type of player are you like when it comes to grabbing energy from the crowd?
I definitely like when our crowd is big because it gets me like hyped up and ready to hit the ball, and but it's also good that we mix it up, and so that's really fun. And it's good that you kind of have to ignore the other teams crowd because they can say some mean things, but that's all right. You just got to keep ignoring them and just keep playing and doing your thing.
Yeah, and Nick mentioned your arm being sore. I got to ask you this question: have you always played offense with this type of power? Like, have you since grade 7, grade 8, were you always this powerful with your swing?
No, I've actually went to the gym by myself with my mom a lot. I was actually a middle coming into Legacy, and then I transitioned to an outside when I was a sophomore, so I've just progressed from there.
Cool. What's your mom's name? Let's give some kudos to her.
My mom's name is Jade Gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jade, for bringing her in the gym and helping her out with different reps and those kinds of things. Do you have a favorite offensive shot? And honestly, Nick said it, you have been powerful all night. You had maybe 1 or 2 tips that I saw you go for. Do you have a certain shot, an offensive shot that you love to hit, whether it's sharp cross court, crush one down the line, or off the block? What do you?
Yeah, I like going down the line, and because you can able to hit off the block, but also it's good just to get that solid down the line shot. I love that.
Yeah, and I noticed too, even similar to a lot of Jamestown's hitters, you come back pretty far to start your approach, right, to get a ton of momentum. Have you been doing that a long time, or is that something that your mom also coached you on?
No, actually, my coach, Jen Asso, made me really get out there. We really practiced it last year because I did not start way back there. But definitely because I take a 4-step approach, I really need that momentum to go into the ball and hit that ball.
Cool. And obviously, do you owe your setters a steak dinner, or do they owe you a steak dinner tonight?
I definitely owe my setters a steak dinner for sure. They do a lot for our team, so that's really good, and I'm really thankful for them.
Hey, great job here tonight. Best of luck down the stretch, and come tournament time, which is just a few weeks away. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Asia.
Okay.
That's Asia Gross, our player of the game here tonight. Nice job, Asia. She is our player of the game tonight, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips, MVP of the matchup here tonight. We're at our Schatz Crossroads postgame show. I know where I'm at here, at least with that. Showdown tonight ends 3-0. Let's talk about first that young lady right there. She certainly has a powerful swing. No real secret that she was going to be in that conversation here tonight. Your thoughts on the Legacy hitter that caught our attention here tonight?
And I'm just watching. She obviously gave some compliments to her mom. And really the sport of volleyball, like all sports, when you have a wonderful support system, it really does make a difference in your athleticism and your confidence and really your ability to get better. And so kudos to sports parents around North Dakota. Asia's special, and why she's special is she's just a powerful volleyball player. And there's different styles and types of volleyball bodies, and you can have anybody and go out there and play. But she gets out there and that's why I always like asking, like, what's your favorite shot? Because that says a lot about the offensive player. And she just wants to grab that ball and crush it down the line, because, that's where your body wants you to go. When you go cross court, you have to turn your body on your approach. When you're going down the line, really, you could take your full momentum. And if that's your decision you're making with that set, you just pound a few balls. So it says a lot about her and her offense. And, she had a lot of great back row attacks tonight, too. And so she's just a special player and a special, powerful volleyball player. And so look for her to make a huge impact in the playoffs up against the big teams.
Without a question. You talk about playoffs being right around the corner of that WDA tournament, but more games tomorrow night. Minot High's at Watford City, and then Bismarck High will travel to Legacy tomorrow. Nice at this point in the season to get back-to-back nights, which you'll have at WDA tournament time right around the corner. I'm sure that's a topic of conversation with Jen Astle, the head coach of Legacy, and Minot High's coach Jesse Gertson as well, how to capitalize on the weekend that is in front of them here with what's coming up with the short week of school here this week.
Yeah, and I'm not, that's right, there's Thursday and Friday off. I'm just looking at the schedule here, Nick, and who Bismarck High was playing, and not to say that they were playing, obviously, the number 10 team, so there's a high likelihood that they came out of there with a win, which would put them at 12-3 and Legacy at 13-3, and that is a big match tomorrow night.
Yes,
and
it is.
I don't know if I wasn't, I am, didn't I say I was golfing? So I'm golfing tomorrow afternoon, so I'd have to jump in the car and get to Bismarck. That's going to be big. But I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit melancholy for Minot High, because that was a crushing loss there. If you take set 3, you obviously give yourself a chance, right, to possibly, win the match at that point, because you're only down 2-1. So to have a 12-1 run to end that match, that's a tough backbreaker. I don't know. Maybe the time off will be good for them.
Well,
right?
They're going to look to rebound after tonight come WDA tournament time, which we all know anything could happen come tournament time. How about a look at our game reset tonight, brought to you by Hub International Insurance, where you can contact Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at Hub International, 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance. Prestwich Orthodontics brings you this game reset as well. They specialize in braces and Invisalign for all ages. 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com. I don't want that
braces,
Snicker bar.
Don't you?
I'll eat that thing, I promise you. Northern Plains Heating and Air, they bring you 25 years of experience. They are your heating and air experts. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air. This one tonight started off as a little bit of a teeter-totter match, and all the way down to the end of set number 1, where it was 25-23 Legacy. Minot right there in the hunt. Set number 2, same thing, 25-22. Set number 3, Minot High had a big advantage, and Legacy came back. The storyline of set 3 is 12-1. Legacy outscored Minot High in the final 13 points to take not only the set victory, but the match point and victory here tonight. That's a game reset and a look back. We'll take one break, come back. We'll have our move of the game here tonight. We'll also have our MVP of the contest and our closing thoughts on this West Region affair tonight. It is North Dakota High School Volleyball on the PSP Network. Legacy victorious tonight in the Magic City.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
We do pretty good. That's funny, Nick.
3-0 Legacy over Minot High here tonight. Nothing funny for the Magents in this one. Nothing but a big smile on the face of everybody in Legacy colors tonight. They improved to 20-9 on the season and 13-3 in the West. Minot High falls to 5-11 in the West and 11-19 on the year. Let's take a look now and go to our move of the game, brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Move of the game brought to you by Roger Ward and Jobbers, the sister company down in Bismarck, if you will. Move of the game, as always, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you move across town or across the country with locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. It's your Jobbers move of the game here tonight. And the move of the game in this one, well, we kind of talked about it. There's a few here that we could go to, but you still want to go to set number 2 with that kill from Nwankwo as our move of the game?
Not even. I don't remember anything really that came close to that slide. It was unbelievable. I haven't seen a slide running like that in, I don't know, probably a decade. That was the perfect timing. She just crushed it. There was no chance anybody was going to get to it. Everybody was fired up. Even the Legacy Sabres and their crowd was like, wow. So, yeah, that's for sure the play of the game. And, you know, we've had a little bit of chit-chat in the timeouts and stuff. It'd be nice to see Nwankwo probably get a little bit more consistent playing time. I think part of that is that she just has to she has to have more offensive shots than just going up and just pounding one. You know, or there has to be just much more timing with the setters and her. So, but yeah, definitely the move of the game.
That's brought to you each and every broadcast by our friends at Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers Moving and Storage, again, Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online, jobberswarehouse.com.
And you know what else we need to get to the bottom of?
Yes.
We need to find out why Asia Gross is not in the kills lead or any more things in the WJ stats. Like, we got to talk to the coach on that one. We could have asked her, but most players are pretty modest about their stats. Like, you probably knew all your stats.
Well, I didn't have any because I didn't ever get to play.
Oh, man.
I'm only joking.
Whoa,
of course,
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Thank you for bringing that up again tonight, though. We sure appreciate you. No, that's a good question. As our Sport Clips MVP of the contest tonight, she definitely grabbed our attention early on here in this one with not only the ability to put the ball down on the kill, but the amount of power that was behind it really was kind of the name to her game here tonight. And you could see that they leaned on her when they needed those big kills, and they got them from her. Asia Gross, our MVP in the game, brought to you by Sport Clips here tonight.
Yeah, and a nice young lady and really great interviewing skills.
She was awesome.
You know, we've been kind of fortunate, if you notice, with the players that we've picked. Like, they come up here and they do a really good job answering our questions. That's not easy. So, and I don't think anybody sits there and practices that in front of their mirror. So, I mean, I know you did, Nick.
Yeah, certainly. This is a great effort for everybody.
Yeah, practicing in the mirror, your interviews.
Sport Clips brings you the MVP matchup. And when I did that, I made sure to have a clean haircut.
That's right.
And that's why I go to Sport Clips.
That's right, Sport Clips. They provided all the haircuts for you.
You could check in with a hairstylist today at Sport Clips. Nothing quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. They bring you the MVP of the showdown here tonight. Final score, 3-0. Minot High falling to Legacy tonight. The Sabres are for real. They pick up win number 20 on the season, top 3 in the WDA. They match up with Bismarck High tomorrow night in what should be a dogfight down to the capital city.
I bet you we're going to hear that one down 83 to Minot. That's how loud that place is going to be.
It's going to be Rock'em Sock'em tomorrow night, I'd have to think.
Rock'em Sock'em hockey. I remember those VHS tapes. Bob Probert was on those.
Yeah.
He was probably on, and Don Cherry.
the glory days.
Yeah.
Final thoughts of this one here tonight.
Legacy is a team to reckon with because of that young lady, Asia Gross, for sure. And Minot High, I hope they can rebound. And again, you know, once you get into playoff time, anything can happen. I just hope that they can win a couple matches so they know how to win. So that they can take those moments into playoff time when things are going to be tight. That's what I hope for them.
As always, thanks for your time tonight. A lot of fun.
Nick
It always
Holberg,
is.
the kahuna.
The kahuna.
It's an honor to be around the kahuna.
The Doc and the kahuna here tonight. It was a fun one tonight. It was good volleyball. There's no question about that. Legacy just prevailed. They showed why they're one of the top teams in North Dakota high school volleyball in the Class A ranks. They win 3-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Big thanks to Drew Carlson for producing and running our camera here tonight. Big thanks to Linda Birch, and a congratulations to Linda being inducted into
the Hall of Famer, Linda Birch.
The Hall of Fame tonight, her time at our pregame show. Big thanks to Asia Gross for swinging in. And as always, a big thanks to Dr. Melissa Spelchin for your call here tonight and your time on the call. It was a fun one. More broadcasts coming up this week on the PSP Network. 4 football games on tap. 2 of them are playoff matchups. First Thursday night, Minot High travels to West Fargo to take on the Packers. We'll have that call on the PSP Network with yours truly. And that is a 6:40 pregame show. Down in Bismarck, you'll have Century against Bismarck High. That's a pregame matchup, pregame show that's scheduled for that matchup at 6:10. Find both those games on the PSP Network. And then Saturday, it's New Salem Almont that will host Henninger County. That's a 2 o'clock start.
The Holsteins.
The Holsteins
versus
and the
Huskies. Okay.
Velva will be at home taking on Baldwin County. That's the Bulldogs against the Aggies. That's a 3 p.m. start. I'll have the call of that one for you as well.
Any superstar players there that you're looking forward to watching in playoff time?
I got to do a little more research before I would answer that, but I know for a fact that New Salem's the favorite, Velva's the favorite in their respective games with hosting at home, but they've got some pretty rich pedigrees in both of those territories, so should look forward to a good one on Saturday. Final score once again in this one, 3-0. Legacy takes down Minot High. For Dr. Melissa Spelchin, I'm Nick Holberg signing off until Thursday night. Please have a great night, and God bless.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by